Very good morning to one and all. At the outset, I would like to introduce myself. I am Gvrmurthy. I am working as lecturer in soft skills in Adjectives Degree College for Women, Kakinada. I did my BE Metallurgical Engineering from AU College of Engineering, Visakhapatnam. I earned my postgraduate diploma in Communication and Soft Skills from Geetham University, Visakhapatnam. I achieved my ELTA certification from the English and Foreign Language University, IFLU Hyderabad, BEC certification from British Council, Chennai, and HITS certification from Wipro Mission Connects, Bangalore. Very recently, I have been awarded a gold medal and a silver medal from IIT Madras for my excellent performance in NPTEL English Language for Competitive Examinations and NPTEL Technical English for Engineers. I started my teaching career in 1999. In the last 20 years of my teaching career, I have taken thousands of English classes for several competitive examinations such as GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, GMAT, Cambridge Song, CAT, MAT, Campus Achievement Training, ISET, Banks, RRB, SSC, LIC, CDS, NDA, GATE, IES, and PSU examinations. Today, I am very glad to stand before you on this occasion to speak a few words about one of the most important topics, what adjectives. It's a well-known fact that adjectives are defined as the words that describe the qualities of nouns and pronouns. Very clear. Adjectives play a major role in ensuring beauty to the language. Here, with regard to the kind of vocabulary, right? If you would like to talk about the concept of adjectives, where to use an adjective? Here, in English language, whenever you want to talk about the construction of the sentence, adjectives are used in two different dimensions. An adjective is used before a noun form. An adjective is always used before a noun. I can say beautiful girl, handsome boy, hot climate, cold climate, smooth surface, rough surface. But there is also another important, wonderful application of adjectives. There are some verbs in English language. After the verbs, we always use adjectives. Very clear. Generally, in English language, a verb is followed by an adverb. But there is an exception. There are some verbs in English language, they are followed by adjectives. First, before I go into the content, let me have a look at what are the important verbs which are followed by adjectives. Look, find, feel, seem, appear, sense, smell, taste, sound, hear, become, remain, emerge, turn, prove, get, keep, be, am, is, are, was, and were. Very, very important. If you see any one of the above stated verbs, these verbs are followed by adjectives. So very, very clear. In English language, an adjective is preceded An adjective is used before a noun form, but in some cases, an adjective is used after the verb. If you take any one of these verb forms, this verb must be followed by adjectives. For example, I can say, the girl looks beautiful, not beautifully. I find the problem difficult. The problem seems difficult. The boy appears distressed. The jasmine smells sweet. The food tastes good. The music sounds melodious. He became angry. The value remains constant. He emerged successful. The value of the problem turned out to be comfortable. This, I can say, it proves to be beneficial. He got angry. Keep cool. Be comfortable. I am calm. He is comfortable. They are wise. He was charming. They were cool. You take any of the verbs in English, wonderful word. If you take any such kind of verb forms, these verbs are followed by adjectives. Very, very clear. So in English language, if anybody asks, sir, an adjective is used in two different ways. An adjective is used before a noun. An adjective is used after a verb. On the basis of these fundamentals, in the today's class, I am going to give you the complete explanation of the most widely used adjectives in English language. I can say that in this video, I am going to explain the kind of adjectives which are frequently asked in a majority of examinations. First one, ABORIGINAL. The words that we are going to discuss today are all adjectives only. Do not worry about it. What is the meaning of aboriginal? If a person lives at any place for a long period of time, that kind of person is called aboriginal. So aboriginal can be defined as living at a place for a long period of time. For example, I can say, I have been aboriginal in the city of Kakinada for the past 7 years. I have been aboriginal. Next word, accomplishable. What is accomplishable? Helping others in doing something wrong. There is a noun form called accomplice. In the one word substitutes, we use the word accomplice, meaning is a person who helps others in doing something wrong. I have already produced 4 important videos on one word substitutes. In that one word substitute, the word is clearly explained. Accomplice, a person who helps others in doing something wrong. So accomplish here is an adjective, helping others in doing something wrong. Ambiguous. What is ambiguous? Not clear to understand. If anything is not clear to understand, we call it as ambiguous. I can say that most of the vocabulary words of the English newspapers are found to be ambiguous. Without a good dictionary, we cannot find the meanings correctly. Ambiguous means very tough to understand. Ambiguous. DEXTEROUS. Dexterous. Very important word. Dexterous meaning is skillful. We are talking about the skill of the person. Dexterous meaning is skillful. I can say that if you want to grab more number of opportunities in the today's highly competitive work environment, you need to be highly dexterous. Clear? If I take the word of dexterous, it has got excellent synonyms in English language. Let us have a look at the synonyms of the word. What are the synonyms? I can write D-E-F-T, deft. The person is highly deft. Another synonym I can write here, A-D-E-P-T, adept. The person is highly adept. Another word you can write here, ADROIT, adroit. The words given in the balance GRE, adroit. Another synonym you can write here, virtuous, VIRTUOUS, virtuous. Another synonym we can write here, proficient, wonderful word, PROFICIENT, proficient. Another synonym I can write here, COMPETENT, competent. The person is highly competent. Another synonym we can write here, VERSED, versed. The person is highly versed in composing music. Versed, I can use the word. Another synonym we can write here, ACQUAINTED, acquainted. Is acquaintance, right? Good knowledge, acquainted. Another synonym I can write here, CONVERSANT, conversant. Conversant is a wonderful word, conversant. These are all the wonderful synonyms of the word dexterous. Dexterous meaning is highly skillful. Next word, ambidextrous. It's also an adjective. What are adjectives? What is ambidextrous? Most of the people can write with only right hand. So a few people can write with the left hand also. But if a person can write with both the left hand and right hand, such kind of person is called ambidextrous. What is ambidextrous? Using both hands with equal ease. Next word, amphibious. What is amphibious? If an animal can live both on land and also in water, that kind of animal is called amphibious animal. Amphibious means living both on land and also in water. Aquatic. The whale is an aquatic animal living only in water. Next word, terrestrial. TERRESTRIAL, terrestrial, living on the land. Domestic. The dog is a domestic animal. The cow is a domestic animal. Living along with the people is called domestic. Wild. Living in the forest. The cheetah is a wild animal. NOCTURNAL, nocturnal. What is nocturnal? Active during night time. I can say most of the wild animals are nocturnal in nature. Nocturnal. Diurnal. DIURNAL. Diurnal means active during daytime. Herbivorous. What is herbivorous? Feeding only on grass, eating only grass. I can say the cow is a herbivorous animal. Carnivorous, eating flesh. The tiger is a carnivorous animal. Omnivorous, eating everything. The word omni means all. Omnivorous, eating everything. Vertebrate, having a spinal cord or backbone, it's called vertebrate. The man is a vertebrate animal. Invertebrate, not having any backbone. Invertebrate means not having any backbone. If you would like to talk about any animal, if you examine all the words, you can easily understand that all the words represent animal characteristics. If you would like to talk about the characteristic of any animal, you need to use one of the words to describe the animal very effectively. Next word, anachronous. A wonderful adjective. Anachronous meaning is making a wrong mentioning of the time. If the time period is mentioned wrongly, it is called anachronous. Anachronous means mentioning time wrongly. Anonymous. Anonymous means nameless, without any name. If the name of a person is not known to any person, that kind of thing is called anonymous. Anonymous means unknown. ARCHAIC, archaic. Wonderful word. Most of the vocabulary words of the Hindu paper, most of the vocabulary words of the English language are entirely archaic. Today we are not using them. Today, whatever English language we are using in the modern era, it belongs to modern English. I can say that the English language consists of many archaic words. Archaic means today we are not using them. That's called archaic. ARCHAIC. Bureaucratic. Wherever you see the word cratic, meaning is rule. Crasy, cratic, adjective. Cratic meaning is rule. Bureau means government. Bureaucratic meaning is ruled by government officers. Aristocratic. Aristo means a top. So aristocratic meaning is ruled by the top class people. Autocratic, a wonderful synonym in English language, asked in a majority of competitive examinations. What is autocratic? Ruled by a single person. Autocratic, right? I can see that the person wants to keep the entire power in a single hand. He does not want to give it to other people. That kind of ruling is called autocratic ruling. This word has got some important synonyms. Let us have a look. AUTARCHICAL, autarchical, autarchy, autarchical, ruled by a single person. I can write a synonym. Monocratic, mono meaning is single, ruled by a single person. Monocratic rule. Another synonym I can write here. Monarchical. Monarchy, ruled by a single person. Monarchical. Another synonym I can write here. Despotic. There is a wonderful word called DESPOT, despot, means a dictator. I can use the word called despotic. Another synonym I can write here. Tyrannical, a wonderful and tough word. There is a noun form called tyrant, one who rules with a single and absolute power. So I have taken the adjective form called tyrannical. Another synonym I can write here. Dictatorial. Dictatorial, wonderful word. There is a noun form called dictator. Dictator is a noun. Dictatorial is an adjective form. Very wonderful word. And another synonym I can write, these are another word I can write here, authoritative. Authoritarian. There are two confusable words are there. Authoritarian meaning is favoring the total control, having the total control in a single hand. I can say authoritarian, favoring or exercising the total control. Another synonym also I can write here, authoritative. Authoritative, total dictatorial. So autocratic is an excellent word. Ruled by a single person is called autocratic. When you want to learn any important word, you need to understand the synonyms of the word also. Next word, democratic. India is a democratic nation ruled by the representatives who are elected by people. That is called democratic nation. Plutocratic, ruled by rich people. Meritocratic meaning is ruled by intelligent people. Next word, gerontocratic. Gerontocratic, ruled by old people. Next word, matriarchal. Matri means woman, arch means rule. Matriarchal meaning is ruled by women. The next word, patriarchal. These words are being asked in a majority of examinations. Patriarchal meaning is ruled by men. Matriarchal meaning is ruled by women. Monarchical, monarch means dictator. Monarchical means ruled by a single person. Next word, oligarchical. Oligarchical ruling, ruled by a few people. Next word, capitalistic. Today we are all living in the capitalistic society. Capitalistic meaning is ruled by the people who have got a lot of capacity to invest the money. It means the people who are able to invest the money are in a position to dominate the society. That kind of characteristic is called capitalistic society. Capitalistic meaning is dominated by investors. Catholic, treating all people equally without any bias or differences. That kind of character is called Catholic character. Next word, celibatic. Celibatic means leading a life without any marriage. Leading a life without any marriage. I can say the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, led a celibatic lifestyle throughout his life. Circumlocutory. Please do not try to make any circumlocutory speech. Circumlocutory meaning is talking indirectly without being direct in the speech. If any person makes an indirect way of speech, that kind of speech is called circumlocutory speech. Next word, collusive, collusive. What is the meaning of collusive? Making a secret agreement in order to deceive others. That kind of character is called collusive. right? Character. I can say collusive characteristic. Collive, collusive. Collusive. The verb is collide. Collide. Collide is a verb. Collusive is an adjective. Collision is a noun. What is collision? A strong and violent impact or a bombardment is called collision. So collusive, I can say, making a strong and violent impact is called collusive. A bus and a lorry made a collusive bombardment with each other, resulting in the loss of a majority of innocent people. Collusive, wonderful word. Next word, compatriotic. Compatriot. There is a noun form called compatriot. One who belongs to his own nation is called compatriot. Compatriot is a noun form. Compatriotic is an adjective. Belonging to his own nation is called compatriotic. Next word, patriotic. I would like to talk about the patriotic songs. Patriotic meaning is expressing the love towards a nation. That's called patriotic. COMPLACENT. Complacent. Complacent meaning is self-satisfied. We must never be complacent with our knowledge, but we must be complacent with our wealth and riches. Contemporary. What is the meaning of contemporary? Living at the same time. That's called contemporary. Cosmopolitan. Right? What is cosmopolitan? Free from any kind of differences, free from any national differences or regional differences or religious differences. That kind of outlook is called a cosmopolitan outlook. Next word, credulous. What is credulous? Ready to believe. I am credulous in your words. Next word, credible. Your words are credible. Credible meaning is that can be believed. Digressive meaning is deviating. The verb form is digress. D-I-G-R-E-S is digress meaning is deviate from the right path. So digress is a verb. Digression is a noun. And digressive is an adjective. Digressive meaning is moving away from the right path. Diplomatic. The noun form is called diplomacy. What is the meaning of diplomacy? If two people are quarreling, you will interfere between the two people and try to solve the problem between them. This kind of characteristic is called diplomacy. Diplomacy is a noun. Diplomatic is an adjective. What is diplomatic? Skillful in solving a problem between two people. That's called diplomatic. I can say that in the today's corporate environment, this is one of the most sought after qualities. I can say migratory. Migrate is a verb. Migratory. Migratory means moving from one place to another place. Extemporaneous. Wonderful word. What is extemporaneous? Speaking without any preparation. This is one of the most important qualities that is required. There is a noun form called extempore. A speech without any previous preparation is called extempore. My word is extemporaneous, right? Speaking extensively. Speaking extensively and speaking on the spot without making any previous preparation is called extemporaneous. Speaking without any preparation is called extemporaneous. Wonderful word, right? This is one of the most important qualities if you want to really excel in the art of public speaking. Very important. And this single characteristic is very helpful for us to achieve success in jobs, duties, and interviews. Edible, edible, edible. Edible meaning is fit to be eaten, suitable for eating. That's called edible. Fanatical, wonderful synonym. What is the meaning of fanatical? There are some people, until they are able to fulfill the dream or desire, they don't want to take any rest. So I can say that if any person is filled with a lot of uncontrollable desire, that kind of characteristic is called fanatical. No doubt, fanatical means filled with a lot of uncontrollable emotion is called fanatical. This word has got a wonderful synonym. Zelottical, gelatical, gelatical, gelat. The noun form is gelat, Zelot, gelat. So gelatical, filled with a lot of excessive and uncontrollable emotion. Next synonym. Next word, adjective, fatalistic. The fatalistic meaning is believing in fate. The noun form is fatalist, one who believes in fate. Fatalistic is an adjective. Fatalistic meaning is believing in the fate. Feministic, supporting women, fond, excessively fond of men. That kind of characteristic is called feministic characteristic. Hallucinatory. The verb is hallucinate. There is a verb called hallucinate. What is hallucinate? To form an imaginary and unreal idea is called hallucinate. Hallucinate is a verb. Hallucination, noun form, unreal idea. Hallucinatory is an adjective. Hallucinatory dreams, forming an imaginary idea is called hallucinatory. Next word, hedonistic, loving luxury. There are some people, they want to enjoy very luxurious life. That kind of person is called hedonist. Hedonist is a noun, hedonistic is an adjective, loving luxury. Next adjective, hereditary. What is the meaning of hereditary? Hereditary meaning is acquiring from our parents and ancestors. That's called hereditary. We say hereditary characteristics clear. If any characteristic is transmitted to children from their parents, that kind of characteristics is called hereditary characteristics. Heretical. There is a noun form called heresy. Heresy means a statement that nobody can believe. That kind of statement is called heresy. Heresy is a noun form. Heretical is an adjective. What is heretical? Commonly contradicted by everybody. That kind of characteristic is called heretical characteristic. Honorary. Honorary means serving without any salary. Honorary service, we use the word honorary, right? Without taking any money. Next word, immune. I-M-M-U-N-E. What is immune? We know the meaning of immunity. Immunity meaning is resistance power. Immune meaning is being able to tolerate the spread of any infection. That's called immune. I can say that we must be immune in order to protect ourselves from the spread of many infectious diseases. Immune. Immemorial. If anything cannot be remembered for a long period of time, that kind of thing is called immemorial. I can say that cannot be remembered for a long period of time. Imminent. Imminent means sure to happen. I can say that death is imminent to every person on the earth. Imminent meaning is sure. It has got one synonym, Impending, synonym. Imminent and impending, very near at hand, very about to happen, very sure to happen. Imminent and impending, synonyms. Next word, ideological, the noun form. There is a word called ideology. Ideology meaning is a group of ideas. So ideological meaning is related to the group of ideas is called ideological. For example, I can say that an extensive ideological study, an extensive ideological survey. I can use any word because we are all talking about adjectives. An adjective must be followed by a noun. I can say an ideological study. Study is a noun. An ideological survey. I can frame any wonderful examples. Idealistic. There is a noun form called idealism. Idealism meaning is application of ideas. So idealistic meaning is applying ideas. Impune. I-M-P-U-N-E, impune. The basic origin for the word is pune. P-U-N-E, pune means punishment. Impune meaning is without any punishment. Giving freedom from the punishment is called impune. Impune is an adjective form. Impunity is a noun form. Simple word, inaudible. Inaudible, that cannot be heard, inaudible. Inaugural. When we want to talk about any functions, we use the word inaugural function and valedictory function. Inaugural meaning is concerned with the beginning. Valedictory, concerned with the end of a function. Inauspicious. Auspicious meaning is good. Inauspicious meaning is bad. Inauspicious occasion. Incomprehensive. Very important word. What is the meaning of incomprehensive? Incomprehensive meaning is not fully, not completely. I can say that without a good dictionary, the reading of the Hindu or any good English newspaper is found to be entirely incomprehensive. We cannot find the meanings of a majority of words. So incomprehensive meaning is not full, not complete. It has got some important synonyms are there. I can write the synonym inexhaustive. Inexhaustive, wonderful word. Inexhaustive. Exhaustive meaning is without leaving anything. Inexhaustive meaning is not full. Another synonym also I can write here. superficial. Superficial. Superficial meaning is not full. Incomprehensive, inexhaustive, and superficial. I can say that superficial learning is very dangerous. Superficial meaning is not complete. If we take the word superficial, we just learned superficial means incomplete. This word has got one confusable word. What is that word? superfluous. That word is superficial. This word is superfluous. What is superfluous? More than necessary, more than required. That's called superfluous. Next word, incomprehensible. 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 What is the meaning of incomprehensible? That cannot be understood, that's called incomprehensible. I can say that incomprehensible learning, we use the word incomprehensible. I can say that most of the vocabulary words of the Hindu paper are found to be incomprehensible. Unless we have a good dictionary, we can't understand the meanings of the words. This word has got some important synonyms. Let us examine them. Ununderstandable. I can use the word ununderstandable. Understand, we know, right? Ununderstandable. We can't understand it. Another synonym we can write here, impalpable. This word is being asked in a majority of examinations. Impalpable. Another synonym I can write here, intangible. The word intangible has got excellent meaning. Two meanings are there. One is intangible meaning is that cannot be understood. Secondary meaning is also there. Intangible means that cannot be touched. Another synonym you can write here, imperceptible. The verb is perceive. Perceive meaning is understand. I can use a word called imperceptible. I can say that most of the vocabulary words of the Hindu paper are found to be imperceptible. Without a good dictionary, we can't understand them. For example, if you would like to talk about the GRE examination conducted by the government of USA, the GRE gives many imperceptible words. Unless the student is very, very hardworking and assiduous in his words, he can't understand the meanings. So, incomprehensible, wonderful word is that. Ununderstandable, impalpable, intangible, imperceptible. I can also write another wonderful synonym, subtle, subtle. The Hindu consists of many subtle words. What is the word here? subtle. Subtle means difficult to understand. Next word, incorrigible. Incorrigible. Incorrigible means that cannot be corrected or that cannot be cured. That's called incorrigible. Inevitable. Inevitable. That cannot be avoided. Compulsory. Inevitable, or I can say, if I would like to talk about the great English language, I can say that English plays an inevitable role in the today's corporate sector. Inevitable, that can't be avoided. Next word, inexplicable. Inexplicable, that cannot be explained. Inexplicable means that can't be explained. Infallible. Wonderful word. Infallible. What is the meaning of infallible? Having no fault, having no mistake. He is a man of infallible character. Good word, infallible. Having no fault. This word has got some important synonyms. Inerrant. Inerrant. Inerrant, having no fault. Another synonym, impeccable. Impeccable. Impeccable meaning is having no fault. Another synonym I can write here, immaculate. Immaculate. Immaculate, having no fault. That's called immaculate. So inerrant, infallible, impeccable, and immaculate. These words are very, very important. Whenever you want to indicate that there is no fault or no mistake, then you can use all the four words. Next word, infafable. The word's basic origin is A-F-F-A-B-L-E. Affable meaning is very polite and friendly. So ineffable meaning is rude. I can say that I cannot tolerate your ineffable attitude. Ineffable meaning is not polite.
Hello?
Next word, in, E-F-F-A-B-L-E. Ineffable. There is a small spelling difference there. A-F-F-A-B-L-E. Affable meaning is polite. What is the meaning of E-F-F-A-B-L-E? Affable. Affable means that can be expressed in the speech. I can use the word ineffable that cannot be expressed in my words. If you cannot express anything in the word, then you can use the word ineffable, wonderful word. For example, I can say that the joy that a man gets when he comes to know about his selection, the year's examination, is entirely ineffable. That cannot be expressed in words. Infectious. Infectious. We talk about the infectious diseases. Infectious meaning is spread by air and water. It's called infectious. Spread by air and water. We say infectious diseases. Contagious. Contagious. What is the meaning of contagious? The noun form is contagion. I use the word called contagious. Spread by contact. Contagion can be defined as a disease that is spread by contact from one person to another person. Right? That kind of disease is called contagion. Contagion is a noun. Contagious is an adjective. I can say leprosy is a contagious disease spread by contact. Next word, contiguous. C-O-N-T-I-G-U-O-U-S. What is the meaning of contiguous? This room has got a contiguous room. Contiguous meaning is existing side by side. Contiguous, right? I can use some of the important synonym. I can write A-D-J-A-C-E-N-T. Adjacent. A-D-J-A-C-E-N-T. Adjacent meaning is existing side by side. I can write another synonym, A-D-J-O-I-N-I-N-G. Adjoining. Adjoining, existing side by side, adjoining. Another synonym I can write, A-D-U-T-T-I-N-G. Abutting. I would like to talk about abutting borders. If you see the Barron's GRE book, in the first page a verb is given, A-B-U-T, abut, meaning is to exist side by side. Abut is a verb. Abutting is an adjective. So contiguous meaning is existing side by side. Insuperable. What is the meaning of insuperable? Insuperable means that cannot be overcome. It's insuperable hurdles. We use the word insuperable. If you cannot overcome anything, that is called insuperable. It has got one synonym, insuperable. I can say insurmountable. Insuperable means that cannot be overcome. Insurmountable also that cannot be overcome. These two are synonyms. Intolerable. Intolerable. What is intolerable? The basic origin for this word is tolerate. 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 So tolerate we know. So intolerable, that cannot be tolerated. The intolerable behavior, we use the word Introspective. Introspective. What is the meaning of introspective? The basic verb is introspect. Introspect. The basic origin is SPECT, spect. Spect is a wonderful word. Spect meaning is see. That's the basic origin. Spectu means looking. Intro meaning is a within. Introspect, to look into ourselves. The word spect has got three important words are there. Prospect meaning is to look in the forward direction. Retrospect meaning is to look in the backward direction. Introspect meaning is to look into ourselves. So introspective meaning is examining our own mental process. It is called introspective. Introspective, wonderful word. INTUITIVE. Intuitive meaning is short-minded. Thomas Alva Edison was a very intuitive scientist. Albert Einstein was a very intuitive scientist. Intuitive meaning is sharp-minded. Intuitive, wonderful word. This word has got wonderful synonym. I can use the synonym ACUTE, acute. Acute meaning is sharp-minded. Acute. I can write another synonym ACUMENOUS, ecumenous. Ecumenous. Another synonym PERSPICACIOUS, perspicacious meaning is sharp-minded. And another wonderful word I can write DISCERNING, discerning. The verb form is discern, to understand quickly. So discerning is a wonderful word. So intuitive meaning is sharp-minded. I can use the word acute, ecumenous, perspicacious and discerning. That's called intuitive. Next word, INVISIBLE, invisible. What is the meaning of invisible? That cannot be seen. Invisible means you cannot see anything. That's called invisible. Next word, invincible. INVINCIBLE. What is the meaning of invincible? That cannot be conquered, that cannot be defeated. That's called invincible. Next word, INVULNERABLE, invulnerable. Invulnerable meaning is that cannot be wounded, that cannot be damaged. That's called invulnerable. JUDICIAL, judicial. What is the meaning of judicial? Judicial meaning is right related to law. That's called judicial. JUDICIOUS, judicious. Judicious meaning is giving a perfect judgment. That's called judicious. Giving a perfect judgment is called judicious. LEGIBLE, legible. Your handwriting must be legible. Legible meaning is clear to read. Legible. ILLEGIBLE, illegible. That cannot be read clearly. Something which is not clear to read. That's called illegible. So in this paper, in this video, I have made a wonderful attempt to explain some of the most commonly used wonderful adjectives. So I would like to make an earnest advocation to all the students to kindly utilize these adjectives and work hard and develop your linguistic competence. I am sure that whatever competitive examination you take in or you appear in future, these words prove to be highly beneficial to secure more number of marks in the English section. I can't claim the perfection, In the coming videos, I am going to produce many wonderful, subjects. So finally, I would like to make an earnest advocation to all the audience of India to kindly watch my videos, subscribe to my channel, and post your comments in the YouTube. With these very, very few concluding remarks, I would like to take a leave at all of you for today. Thank you very much. Thank you, and all.